Want to go in and converse with others, converse with us. We will not be able to give you shout outs during tonight's broadcast, but we will respond to every comment made once we are completed. You will see in the bottom center of your screen as each attendant and their attendee walks through. We have this fonted from both Tiff Todd and Chelsea Loniger. And so we do apologize if there is any incorrect information as far as spellings, but we are going on directly what we were given. Kevin?
We should say that we'll be joined by the Master of Ceremonies, MC Aaron Lynn, will be coming up here and sitting with us, joining us for the broadcast while he is announcing the festivities. And he and Heather will be handling the duties on our air on the live stream. And, of course, Aaron will be handling things on the microphone here in-house at the gymnasium.
Now, just to give you a little bit of insight as to what these attendees will do this evening, obviously as they leave Grand March, they will be attending the prom there at the Greene County Event Center in Swit City. And then later on this evening, obviously when that concludes later this evening, they're going to have a little bit of a break before they board a bus tomorrow to head to post-prom. So we want to wish all of those students and chaperones a great day tomorrow. It's kind of unusual to have forecasted frost for a post-prom in the morning, but I know that many people look forward to this every single year. We have the list of again, attendance and attendees with us, and I've already seen a number of pictures posted on social media this evening, and they just, it seems like I think from a woman's standpoint that the dresses cannot be outdone from year to year, and obviously that is incorrect because I've seen some beautiful dresses this evening. Lots of athletes, band members, choir members, students, FFA members, all across the board have this one opportunity tonight to just be with their senior class, be with their junior class, and then those that they've invited from sophomore and freshman to be in attendance to have a night of fun.
Yeah, it's always kind of fun because you get to see the kids just shine in ways that otherwise you might not see. Tuxedos, ball gowns, the kind of thing that really, well, it brings darn near a packed house here. This may be about as full as this gym I've seen this year. But, Heather, I think this is our third year doing this.
It is, yes.
I almost think it's that way every year. I'm always a little amazed when we get to this, and I'll say, well, geez, I think this is as full as the gym's been. And you know, it should be. It's a time where the kids are taking center stage.
And what's really cool is that I received the listing. My understanding is that you have to turn in names of who you're going to be walking with and attending prom with right around before spring break. And so those listings came out to us earlier in the week, and I started typing those in. So as they walk out and come to the center, you're going to see the actual name of those two attendants on your screen. And so it's really cool to see. When I was going back to last year, some people are bringing the same attendees. Some people are bringing friends. Some people are bringing people that they've maybe dated for a number of years. And then you see the friendships, too, in all of those. So we're just excited to be able to bring this to all of you. And as Kevin has always said, this is something that'll be up. It's up indefinitely on our YouTube station for sure. Facebook Live, it will stay up, so you have the opportunity to go back and watch this at any time. But it's an opportunity for you as parents and grandparents to be able to go back and watch this and later. It's an opportunity for all of you sitting at home to watch this in the event that, and I know personally a few parents that have one child going to this prom and then another child going to either Shakamak or Sullivan. So we're just happy to be one additional resource to be able to have you archive this, be able for you to watch this at any time. And for those that could not make it today in person for whatever reason, you have this opportunity to watch it live. Aaron Lynn is making his way back up the stairs. You cannot see this because we have the graphic here kind of to keep the set kind of a surprise until you get back up here. But we are very proud to be able to be here this evening to bring this to all of you.
Right now, Heather and Aaron are taking care of some business, so I'll step in here just momentarily. And
Kevin, this starts an extremely busy month for so many people, whether you are the parents or the grandparents or brothers and sisters of an upcoming graduate for obviously high school, or many I have seen actually graduated college today. But obviously this, senior prom kind of comes in really quick after you have spring break. I know for you and I, seems like April was a really long month getting back into the groove of spring sports and cancellations. But now that prom is here and will be completed, there's only essentially, 2 full weeks of school left and then 1/2 week before we start 8th grade graduations. They start senior honors night that will be held there on Friday the 22nd. And then on, obviously, Saturday is the commencement. And you and I will be doing all 3 of those 8th grade graduations, senior honors, as well as the commencement. And then, obviously, Memorial Day is quickly approaching. And then we go right into sectionals for track and tennis, baseball, softball, and golf. All before we hit June, and hopefully all teams will make a great postseason run. Kids will start going to, college and university orientations during the month of June, and then it seems like it's going to just go really, really quick, and we'll be right back here in August for the start of the 2026-2027 school year. We are very honored to have Aaron Lynn join us, because not only will he be mic'd up with one of our headsets to be able to announce to all of you at home, but he will be the official PA announcer to the entire crowd here to be able to introduce those attendants as they walk through this evening. The lights have been turned off, and so we are getting ready here to step off the first attendant, which will happen here at 5:30. We do want to mention that we are joined by Dusty and Lena Miller, who are running the spotlight this evening as well.
Heather, Aaron's now joining us, and is this kind of a nervous time?
Not anymore. Now that
your kids have
now
graduated.
that my kids have graduated, it's not nearly as stressful. I enjoy doing this. I enjoy seeing the kids dressed up, and I love what Tiff Todd does. She is a master at decorating, that's for sure. The gym looks great. I was down there getting attendance. The kids look great. So I think they're ready to go.
We are going to take our graphic here off of the screen and give you a little bit of a look at the Vegas Lights prom night festivity, and just a little behind the scenes. Obviously, they are going to walk out of this tunnel of cards.
I'm worried that Aaron won't be able to see.
He's probably got a flashlight on his
phone. Got a flashlight up here?
I've got one on my phone if need be, but it's not too bad.
And then they're going to walk to this center here in the middle, which I will pan in on each attendee. And you'll notice the bottom that says Linton-Stockton High School Grand March will change to those attendee names. So we will font those as they come towards the center. And then as they turn the center, they're going to head to the other side of the gym. So the other side of the gymnasium has the opportunity to see those as well.
Be pictures on both sides of the gym, I imagine, the way it's set up. Aaron, how many years have you been doing this? Do you remember?
Oh, my gosh. Officially being MC of Grand March, I would say it's 10 plus years.
And it's fun every year.
It is. It really is. Obviously, last year before, my daughter was there, and then the year before that, my daughter and son were in it together. Those were some emotional times.
Yeah.
Especially their senior years when okay, this one's it.
Now, it's a little different when somebody comes in and MCs or whatever, because you actually know the kids. I mean, many of these kids,
Yes. And most of them I do. There's a few that move in.
Sure.
That I didn't have, but it's just great to do this, to see them in this element, and even when they're not your kids, it still is when you got the kids that are seniors. Especially kids that have run track for you for 4 years and they're seniors, and that that's winding down as well. It does still get a little emotional at times.
Heather, it's really cool because this is kind of when you're a part, and Aaron, I'm sure you'd echo this, part of a great community. I mean, this gym is full.
Yes. Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
I pulled in at 4:45, and the parking lot front and back were pretty full already. So people love coming out to see this. They enjoy seeing these kids. They enjoy supporting these kids in not just the sports, but also in situations like this as well.
I know for many this is date night out for the parents, or they get together with groups of friends and reminisce about, obviously, their child's 12 years of school. So we are ready to step off.
We certainly are. Yeah, we want to say good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2026 Linton-Stockton Prom Grand March. I was just back there taking attendance. These kids are looking sharp, and they're ready to show off how well they clean up. So without further ado, let's get started. We begin with the juniors. President Kennedy Landis, and she is being escorted by Ethan Davis. Next up, we have Junior Vice President Olivia Tharp, and she is being escorted by Ian Mauder. Junior Class Secretary Erica Van Horn. She is being escorted by Carson Simmons. And Junior Class Treasurer Kira Webb. She is being escorted by Noah Parker. Next up, we have Adeline Hardesty, and she is being escorted by Aiden Wilson. Next up, we have Haley Goodman. She is being escorted by Lyric Bryant. Next, we have Kaylin Adams, and she is being escorted by Preston Snyder. Next up, we have Ava Bedell and her escort, Kingston Crane. And next up, we have Chelsea Bowman and Cordelia Cullison. And next we have Lincoln Burdett. He is escorting Aniston Dunnigan. And next we have Shaylin Denman and her escort, Mason Rothgaber. And next up we have Joplin Dunning and Aaliyah Franklin. And next we have Alexis Earl and her escort, Tate Gamble. And next we have Ashlyn Fogelsong and her escort, Bradley Pavey. And next up we have Emberly Foote and her escort, Samuel Maddox. And next we have Brinley Franklin and her escort, Ren Cottingham. And next we have Tyler Franklin, and he is escorting Layla Fusco. And next we have Niley Ham and her escort, Trip Haynes. Next we have Lexi Heineman and her escort, Shooter Ladoon. And next we have Ava Eisenagel and her escort, Aiden Cassidy. And next we have Harrison James. He is escorting Riley Strasser. And next up we have Michelle Johnson. Next up, we have Haley King and her escort, Joshua Valdez. And next we have Alexa Klusner and her escort, Aiden Tooby Taxes. And next we have Grayson Ladoon, and he is escorting Dahlia Ellis. And next we have Alyssa Lashinsky and Leah McKee. Next up, we have Banks Mathis, and he is escorting Addison McKee. Next up, we have Ava McCrary and her escort, Chevy Burdette. And next up, we have Lane McDonald, and he is escorting Emmy Mauder. Next up, Gabby Meredith and her escort, Peyton Screen. Next up, we have Peyton Morris. He is escorting Hayden Ressler. Next we have Aubrey Neal and her escort, Blake Tolan. Next we have Hunter White, and he is escorting Melades Oliver. Next we have Elena Perez and her escort, Aiden Duncan. Next we have Aaliyah Sam and her escort, Luke Miller. Next we have Chris Saris. He is escorting Abby Mason. And next we have Caitlin Templeton and her escort, Connor Patton. And next we have Miley Wagner and her escort, Kason Pope. And next we have Caden White, and he is escorting Laney Carmichael. And next we have Madison Ortega and her escort, Blake Tolan. And now for the seniors. We begin with senior class president Shaylee Killian and her escort Russell Goodman. And senior class vice president Ava Wilkes and her escort Tahim Pabay. Senior class secretary Grace Brettaway and her escort Owen Smith. And senior class treasurer Abigail McKee and her escort Gage Sullivan. Next we have Mackenzie Allen and her escort Dalton Reed. Next we have Kylie Blair and her escort Dalton Boldry. And next we have Gavin Bland. He is escorting Veronica Kingsley. And next we have Hannah Brettaway and her escort, Brett Anderson. Next up, we have Jacob Brettaway, and he is escorting Claire Stanton. And next we have Corinna Brown and her escort, Ian Sullivan. And next we have Amelia Bruner and her escort, Cooper Scarborough. And next we have Stacy Caceres and her escort, Chris Lyons. And next we have Kinley Carmichael and her escort, Truman Meek. And next we have Zoe Carnes and her escort, Lincoln Yarber. And next we have Braylon Christian. He is escorting Alexa Wilson. And next we have Connor Daly. He is escorting Ashlyn Tatlock. And next up we have Landon DeLoe. He is escorting Zoe Wilson. And next up we have Katie Eichhorst and her escort, Corey Andrews. And next we have Paris Faree and her escort, Jonathan Bailey. And next we have Mason Fonderheide and her escort, Silas Nagy. And next we have Addison Gaither. She is being escorted by Trenton Crines. And next we have Avery Gamble and her escort, Colton Andrews. And next up we have Molly Gibson and Addison Wilson. And next we have Kason Goodman. He is escorting Jessica Parsley. And next we have Olivia Griffith and her escort, Paul Oliver. And next we have Victoria House and her escort, Garrett McBride. And next up we have Madison Huff and her escort, Jimmy Wright. And next we have Gregory Jarman. He is escorting Emily Brettaway. And next up we have Braden Johnson. And next we've got Dresden Kenworthy, and he is escorting Reese Graves. And next up we have Alex Lee, and he is escorting Riley Hauk. Next up, we have Grace Llewellyn. She is being escorted by Ethan Taxes. And next we have Ireland Mason and her escort, Zachary Warner. And next we have Quinn Mason and escort Isaac Rutledge. And next up we have Rylan McKee and her escort Oliver Stevens. And next up we have Jackson Miller, and he is escorting Melanie Carey. And next we have Jake Miller. He is escorting Natalie Brinson. And next we have Violet Miller and Cambry Hawkins. And next up we have Elizabeth Montgomery and her escort Lucas Gaches. And next we have Lainey Neidig and her escort Jaden Bowersock. And next up, we have our Italian exchange student, Martina Onisto, and her escort, Caden Marsh. Then next up we have Addison Ray and her escort Joshua Lauer. And next up we have Robbie Roebling and their escort Isaiah Sam. And next up we have Dean Shepard, and they're escorting Ryu Morgan. And next we have Cooper Smith, and he is escorting Malia Goodman. And next up we have Aiden Sparks, and he is escorting Addison Morgan. And next up, we have Ash Weimer. She's being escorted by Zion Yair. Next we have Dylan Wilkes, and he is escorting Taylor Colvin. And next we have R.J. Wilson, and he is escorting Marley Rimmel. And next we have Jimmy Wright, and he is escorting Sophia Franklin. And finally, we have Rose Wright and her escort, Hunter Faree. And one more round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for these juniors and seniors. They look great. And just a reminder, all pictures need to be taken care of here. Students, you are to be at prom by 7 o'clock. Everybody have a great evening. Thanks for coming out.
Really quick, we want to go ahead and font Olivia Tharp and Ian Motter as they were not in the lineup. So I'm going to go ahead and put those here on the screen. And we want to say thank you to Aaron Lynn for sitting in with us once again.
Yeah, we always appreciate having you.
Yeah, thank you guys. It's wonderful what you do. We can't honestly thank you guys enough for everything you do, just sporting-wise, as well as events like this. It's wonderful. I don't think a lot of people realize how lucky we are to have you guys do what you do. It is a true blessing. We thank you, thank you, thank you.
Well, we thank you. We couldn't do it without you.
We always say that we're the lucky ones because we've watched as the school year will conclude here later in May, we will have seen 3 classes grow up right in front of the camera.
Yes,
right in front
absolutely.
of the track, the tennis, the basketball, football, volleyball, prom, graduation. So
can I add one thing to that?
Sure.
I don't think we really know the value of this until these kids 10 years from now will sit and watch this back with their kids in the future. It'll always be there on the web. It's kind of like a gift.
Absolutely.
That we're giving that hopefully these kids will enjoy for years to come.
Yeah, it really is. And I wish you guys could do more. Unfortunately, school plays obviously have rules.
Right.
And music, same thing.
That would be great. But what you guys do is above and beyond, honestly, what any school could expect.
Well, and I think one thing too that we get at, here's 3 things that I've been asked this evening. Is this free to watch so they can go back home and watch it? Absolutely. There are no sponsor ads. There's no commercials. We just, this is something that we love the opportunity to be able to put up. And as Kevin mentioned, Aaron, you and I are about the same age.
Mm-hmm.
And we can't go back and watch our grand marches unless you find the VCR tapes.
With your kids.
That's exactly
with your
right.
kids.
Do that. Right.
So that's number 1. Number 2, lighting is an issue in this when they dim the lights and when they come obviously full circle. So we had a number of people complaining that, the lights were shining too much on the faces and so forth. We're just thankful to be able to show this.
Yes.
We're thankful to be able for everyone to be able to go back and watch and see who they attended with. So that's the second thing. And then obviously the third thing is that this we talked about this before you came on air. This kind of starts a really month of emotions for a lot of senior parents, senior grandparents, because this is the last prom tonight. And in the next couple of weeks, it's going to be the last track meet, the last tennis match, the last golf match, softball and baseball, and then you get to the last week of school.
Absolutely.
And we're going to be obviously covering 8th grade graduation, but then too, after that, we go right to senior interviews, and we have the opportunity for kids to come and sit down with us, and then it rolls right into honors night on Friday night, and then commencement. And some of these students won't walk back in these doors until they are out of college and come back to visit their alma mater. So,
exactly.
You know, it's one of those.
Excuse me, real quick, and make one
bittersweet.
quick announcement. And I was.
Did they turn it off?
Never mind, they turned the mic off.
Well, I think one thing, the last thing I will say is, above all, we want them to enjoy themselves and be safe.
Absolutely, yes. And that the nice thing is for the post prom, Brittany and I were not able to chaperone prom this year. This is going to be our first prom in a long time we've missed, but we are still chaperoning post prom, and we're leaving at 6 a.m. So these kids aren't going to have a whole lot of time to do too much if they're going to post prom. So we hope they stay safe and get to prom well and get back well and get to post prom, and we get through this weekend, and it's just like you said, it's another step closer to the end of the school year.
One thing I noticed is that the dresses continue to keep getting more fashionable.
Yes.
Lots of colors, lots of different styles, which I love seeing. But then also, too, I noticed that a lot of the guys had their own creativity, where some of them wore suits, some of them wore tuxes, some of them wore jeans with suit coats and cowboy boots.
A few hats popped up.
A few hats popped up.
Yep.
Lots of sneakers.
A lot of tennis shoes. Yeah, absolutely.
But, it's really nice to be able to see these. We've had the opportunity just in covering some sports. Some of the athletes come up and will say, let me show you my prom dress, or I got my flowers picked out. What do you think? So it was nice to actually see it all come together tonight.
Yes.
And I know a lot, as we mentioned, a lot of parents are going to go out and celebrate tonight as their kids are going to prom, have some date nights and have some friend nights. And I think they did a tremendous job tonight.
Yes, they did. Absolutely.
Think you can wrap it up, Heather?
Well, we want to thank all of you for watching on the Indiana High School Athletic Association Champions Network, YouTube, Facebook Live, and as always, RaderMediaSports.com. You will see